Alright, in this video, I want to talk about something a little heavy. I had a video come up on my recommended. It was a Peter Ruckman video, and I haven't listened to something from him in a while, and I decided to watch it. And he said something in there that really hit me, and I thought a lot of people should hear it. So that's what I'm going to do here. He was telling a story about a guy he met in prison, because he would go to prisons and he would preach the gospel to the people there. And there was a guy there who went into a couple's house when the husband was off to work, and had a cord that he broke off of like a lamp or something, and he snuck up on the woman and strangled her to death. Then he, did some things with the body, some pervy things. Then took a knife and just stabbed her a few times and left. And he was saying that this guy just was saying, I don't care. Right? He has no remorse or anything for it. And he was telling another story. And he was saying there was a guy that they had to put into protective custody because the people, they were gonna lynch him, because apparently out on this river, two boys fishing or swimming or whatever, he got them into his boat, took them to whatever place, and ended up PDFing them, and then took an oar and ended their lives by beating them over the head with it. And these are some pretty hardcore, rough stories, right? And he was saying there's people who are saying, what is worse than that? I can't even imagine that somebody would do these things, and what is worse than that? And he was saying, I can tell you something worse than that. Imagine being a parent. You have your child with you. And your child followed you and your example, and followed you right into hell. And your dad saying, or your child asking you, what are we doing here? Why'd you bring me here? I was like, whoa, that's pretty heavy. Because what about other people? Not just your own children, but there's other people that you've influenced. Right? You want to be hardcore about your atheism. Right? You want to be hardcore about your Catholicism. You want to be hardcore about your Islam, you want to follow through with it, and you don't question it, you never really looked into these things, but you gung-ho saying this is the way, and you leading people by your teachings and your example, and you led them to this place. You're worse than those people. At least with those people, the suffering they caused ended. All right? That ended. But what you caused is never going to end. Something to think about, right? I'm going to leave this just as it is. Thank you for your time. I'll catch you in the next one.